was happy singing, and
yeah, exactly.
there always has to be someone that has to ruin it for everyone.
इस पे तो धुन चढ़ी है प्यार की बेकार की करता है ना जाने गुम है कहाँ उल्टी ये बात है मैं क्या करूं इस दिल का क्या करूं मैं
Oops.
दिल पे मेरा काबू नहीं फिक्र इसकी
I thought it was the car.
ऐसी नहीं तू ही बता कहने पे चलता नहीं मेरी भी सुनता नहीं तू ही बता मैं क्या करूं मैं क्या करूं मैं क्या करूं
There you go. It's like one of those goats, you know, when they get scared and they just freeze. Bloody horse.
Bloody horse, why did you move?
नाम क्या है उसका? किसका? तुझे पता है ना, मैं जब तेरी उम्र की थी यहाँ दार्जिलिंग में, लेकिन तुझे एक बात नहीं, उस आदमी को देख रही है ब्लू स्वेटर में, बहुत हैंडसम था, पागल थी मैं इसके पीछे, मैं स्टेशन पे खड़ी थी, हाथ में टिकट था, मैं नहीं गई इसके साथ, अगर मैं उस दिन भाग गई होती.
These guys.
Oh gosh, you just look at them.
Just watch. Since they arrived, look at these two. They haven't moved where they've been cutting. They literally haven't like cut anything. Watch. See these two here? They've literally been on this exact same spot since they arrived.
तुझे क्या जिंदगी देती? मैं वहाँ से मुड़ गई.
Yeah, but you can't. You can't live life like that. You can't live life wondering about that. You got to live life as it's your life. Things happen. Things you move on. Things go on in life. I mean, if I fell in love with a celebrity, I'm not going to be like, damn it, I wonder what life would be like with that celebrity. You don't give a crap. It's like you're.
No, but
I don't know.
mean,
My mentality is completely different.
I suppose you still wonder what would have happened.
Yeah, no. Yeah and no. But I mean, I'm completely different. You guys are completely different at home. Tanya's completely different. I mean, I'm a completely different person to. Everyone's different. Everyone has different. But not
just about this, but about like, what if I did instead of studying what I did, I studied
Correct.
something else, or
That's
what
what I was
if
about to say.
instead of working here, I worked somewhere else? Where would I be now?
But I don't think about that. I don't
You
think
don't?
about that. Like sometimes I think sometimes I look back and I think like, oh, what if we never picked up the phone at the exact same time and found each other at the exact same moment?
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't sit there and think about it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit there and think about things that have happened in the past. I'm always moving forward.
It's something curious to think about. Like, if destiny didn't want us to be together, what would you be doing right now?
I don't really think about it.
No, it's something interesting.
Maybe
to
this
think
was
about.
destiny.
Yeah, it was, of course, but
this was the plan. That's what I'm saying. Like this was everything that's happening in your life.
yeah,
it's
but
happening
it's destiny,
to you.
but also
It's meant to happen. Some things happen by accident, but things will happen over a course of time because that's the way life is.
I don't think life
things
is
are going
meant
to happen to you. Like things are going to be thrown at you. Things are going to get difficult for you because it's life giving you lessons, testing you.
I don't think it works like that. I mean, it's destiny.
No, but I'm
you
saying
still,
that's your
you still
opinion.
have
That's my opinion.
Your choices.
You can't say my opinion's wrong. You can't say no, your opinion's wrong.
I didn't
opinion.
say it's wrong.
I'm not saying your opinion's
I didn't
wrong.
say it's wrong. I just said maybe like if what we're saying, if you picked up the phone like an hour later, maybe I would have deleted the app before I met you.
Yeah, correct.
And we wouldn't have met just because of the course of an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But
yeah.
I find it as in things that were going to happen in the future. I don't look back in the past and say, oh, what if. I never think like that. I always think about, okay, that's happened for a reason. That's happened for a reason.
Yeah, of course, things
if
happen.
If bad
for a
things
reason.
happen to me, I don't say, what could I have done to change that? No, I say, you know what, stuff it. It's happened. Let's try and find a way to get over it. Find a way to move on. I never, ever look back, because you never, ever do that, because you're going to be living in regret. And it's just going to eat you up inside. Even if things like, for example, when you got bullied, you look back and you're probably thinking, what happens if I didn't get bullied? Well, if you didn't get bullied, maybe then in the future you wouldn't know when someone's bullying you how to handle it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know how to be a stronger person, because you are a stronger person from getting bullied.
Of course.
So you don't look back at things like that and think, what if I don't get bullied? What if I don't think... You can. I'm saying you can, but I'm saying I don't, because of those sort of situations. I find things that happen, I think that they're meant to happen. Crappy things are meant to happen. Situations where you have love for someone, but then you get put into another situation where you don't want to be in, and it's just the course of life. It's just the course of life. People get put in crap situations. People get put in good situations.
Yeah, of course.
It's just something that you have to embrace and deal with. And once people start realizing you have to embrace it, that's when you can live your life to the fullest. Not in regret.
No, it's not in regret. It's just like, I don't know, I just wonder.
No, but I'm saying they're living in some sort of wonder and / regret.
I wouldn't go.
Regret.
I wouldn't go to the forest to look at the men I rejected. That's weird as heck. But I don't know. Just wonder about it. Yeah.
Like I never think about like, oh, what if I was still in that relationship with that girl? I never think of those sort of things. You know what I mean? So I'm completely different mentality from these two. And some people have probably got the same mindset as me. Someone's probably got the same mindset as you, as these girls.
I mean, I don't live my life going to places thinking every day, but sometimes you just think like, what if I never met Dillon? I'll probably still be depressed. You know what I mean? Like, would I have gotten out of my depression? Things like that. I wonder. Because what helped me out of my depression was you having Drake and then having Kayla. But if I didn't met you, Drake and Kayla wouldn't be here. So what would have happened to me? Yeah. Those are the kind of questions that I ask myself.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying that's how you approach things, and that's completely fine. Yeah. I'm fine with that. But my mentality is always thinking forward. Yeah. Always thinking forward.
रंजीत से प्यार रंजीत इज परफेक्ट फॉर यू बात सिर्फ पैसों की नहीं है और जो तू कहेगी वो सुन नहीं पाए खामोशी भी प्यार की सुबह होती है लेकिन दुनिया तुझे देख के इशारे करेगी
and who cares about the world
yeah but probably where they're from the world's not ready for it
no
इसने कहा प्यार सिर्फ एक ही बार होता है इसको तो शायद मेरी शक्ल भी याद नहीं और ये
Yeah, where she's from, the world's probably not ready for that. You've seen it with the girl with autism.
Yeah.
Some places they're not ready for it.
दोबारा पैसे मांगने आ तेरे को बताता हूँ.
Oh. See, so I bet you any money he's misunderstood.
Exactly.
You see what's happening? Do you see what's happening?
It's like they're in their head.
This
they're
is
still,
the
they're
inside
still children.
of the head of someone with autism.
They're still
they
children.
Literally, exactly. She thinks she's a child, and she's thinking that he's a child.
They probably think he lured her to go with him, yeah? When it's actually he understands her and she's being misunderstood.
पर मैं जानता हूँ आप अपनी बेटी को बहुत एक परिवार क्यों नहीं बन जाते?
Yes.
उसकी शादी मुझसे करा दीजिए फिर हमारा जीवन रिमझिम बरसता सावन होगा आपका आज्ञाकारी बर्फी
Oh no. Hide the letter. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. It's funny but sad at the same time. This movie, isn't it?
It's more sad than funny. But.
Oh my gosh, have you ever been in that situation before?
Yeah.
Where like you were saying goodbye to someone or something like that, and you've literally just walked into a door.
More like, okay, this time you can't stuff up. Okay, you have to do it right. It's important. Turn around, boom. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, chain broke. I'm a big advocate for never giving up on love, but it's just like, I find it, for me, it feels, because I'm a married person, I feel like seeing when people are in movies or something like that, or in general in real life, seeing people that are married and yet there's someone else trying to break that marriage up, it doesn't sit right for me. I don't know. I just...
But you need to realize this. We've been lucky enough to find each other.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, like, but it's different.
Some
our story
other
is
people
different.
Don't get to be with the person they love.
Yeah.
And they marry someone because they think they love them, but then they realize it's not the love of their lives.
Let's move on.
So would you rather be with someone you don't love for the rest of your life, just because you married them?
I can't really make that judgment call because I'm in a marriage where I'm in love. So it's
exactly. But
I've never been in a marriage where I haven't loved someone.
But it's called empathy. It's called about just try to put yourself in that situation.
But
how
if I
you
was
feel.
forced to be in a marriage, I'd kill myself before I'd go into the marriage, because I'm not being forced into a marriage for someone I don't want to marry. I'm never going to be. That's what I mean. I'm never put in that situation. I'm just saying what I would feel like.
Well, if you didn't,
and now put myself in their shoes, I feel for them when it's a marriage they don't want to be in.
Exactly.
I feel for them. But people, I'm not talking about Indians. I'm not talking about this marriage. I'm talking about in general, because you see it so many times. People marry for the sake of marrying. People have kids for the sake of having kids. It's stupidity.
Yeah.
And they have choices, Tanya. The Western country, you have choices who you want to marry. I mean, yet people decide to marry people that they don't love. I know. And they don't love. It's a one-way street.
Or maybe they love them at the time, but they love them in a way that it's not real love. But they've never loved someone, so they don't know what love really is.
But I know exactly what you're saying about falling out of love. But
not falling out of love. You love someone different than the rest, and you think you love them.
Exactly, that's the point.
But maybe you don't love them as much as you should be loving them.
I think that's why you see it so many times. Like, people get divorced easily now, and I think it's because it's got to do with a lot of television, a lot of movies, a lot of music, a lot of films, a lot of everything. Yeah, social media. You see it all the time. People think that they're in love, but they're not in love. And
that's how it is.
What happens is they go searching for that love so many times that they're just going to end up breaking it time and time and time again, and they're just going to be going around in a circle.
Yeah,
quite literally going around in a circle. And I've always said it: if love, you put yourself out there for love, but you don't go searching for it. Like, we didn't even go searching for love, and we found each other. We didn't. No. We found each other because we literally wanted to talk to people. I had no one to talk to. You had wanted to talk to someone from another country, and we just happened to find each other.
So fight